Do you guys remember what Solana did in 2021? Let me remind you, it did a 200x, and it looks like Sui might end up doing the same thing in 2025. Meanwhile, there could be some market turbulence between January 15th and the 29th, so it's best to be prepared for what's about to come. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody, and if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when we drop the latest content. Follow us on Twitter, altcoinbuzz.io, and as always, not financial advice, and wish you the best of luck in your crypto ventures. We're celebrating Christmas and New Year's with a big offer. Get 20% off a yearly subscription to Altcoin Buzz Alpha. Altcoin Buzz Alpha subscribers following our calls have profited 35x the subscription price already. Get into a core crypto community that you deserve. Follow the steps below and join us in Altcoin Buzz Alpha. Alright guys, happy Monday. We are starting off with Bitcoin just under 100K right now. We are holding just below this order block here, which is resistance at around $100,000. But we have been holding up stronger than I thought. So if we can break through this over the next week, as you know, as we go into New York Open now, if we can break through this and then hold above, we're looking for a great January ahead. Maybe we have an altcoin season in the next couple of weeks. But if we reject from here and we head back down, which is another possibility, then we are looking probably towards $90,000. And then consolidating somewhere around there. So we're hoping over the next day or so that Bitcoin can break through this $100,000 level and we do go higher versus the other, the alternative, which is going down. So first off today, crypto is going to be very bullish in 2025. It's just a matter of when, but we have a Fidelity Digital Assets Director of Research, Chris, saying this.
What is the driving factor for Bitcoin in 2025 if it's not in the regulatory fray, if we're not worried about how the government is going to view it? Is this really just about adoption this year?
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Bitcoin is apolitical. It's the most neutral commodity or form of money, however you want to think of it, out there. And so I think that's exactly right. It's above all of this. It has lasted through many different regulatory cycles and regimes, and it will in the future. And I think that's what we need to focus on. And I would also agree with you that the main story is adoption. We're just finishing our 2025 look ahead piece. It's going to be out next week. And that is one of the key themes there, that we believe we are entering a new era, a new chapter in this of mass adoption and diffusion. So Bitcoin has now risen to this $2 trillion asset class. It is on the radar of almost every investor. Every average person knows about it, has heard about it. And now you're going to start to see it work into all different industries, not just finance industries, but different industries completely, energy industries, insurance industries. We've seen it accelerate as part of corporations' treasury strategies. And so as this diffuses and permeates through all the different areas of society, we think that's going to be the major factor. But of course, that's not just a 2025 story. That's likely a multi-year, maybe even multi-decade story. But we do think that 2025 could be the year where people look back on and say, this was the turning point, or this was the start of that new era.
So while we do know that Bitcoin is going to go higher this year, it's just a matter of when. We do have a little bit of turbulence coming up towards the end of January, and that's with Trump's inauguration and also FOMC. So Cointelegraph recently shared a Trump-led Bitcoin rally could wane ahead of FOMC meeting on January 9th, according to 10x Research founder Marcus Thielen. So this is the timeline of January according to 10x Research. They're saying enthusiasm in early 2025, which is about where we are right now on January 6th. So we have enthusiasm leading up to around the 11th, where we could be worrying about CPI and the CPI data. And then CPI comes in line or marginally lower around the 15th. Then we rally into Trump's inauguration, which is on the 20th. And then afterwards, we have a bit of a sell-off where we are worried about FOMC, but no new insights will probably come out. So that's what he's thinking. And I'm guessing February, we rally as no new insights actually came out. But we could have a little bit of a dip around January 15th, where we're worrying about CPI. Then we rally into, and we're all excited in Trump's inauguration. And then by the 29th, maybe we dip again. So this could be a chart of what Bitcoin and altcoins could be looking like in January. Then we have Santiment, who said, Bitcoin has scratched its way back to $99.8 thousand to kick off the new week. However, based on the huge spike of mentions of 110K plus Bitcoin from 2 weeks ago, it appears traders are still awaiting much higher prices before getting too excited. Crypto prices nearly always move the opposite direction of retail crowds' expectations. When your timeline is filled with euphoria and suggestions for you to buy, take this as a strong sign to take profit. Alternatively, buy with confidence if your timeline is filled with gloom and doom. Moving on to the second coin today, we have Sui, which has actually broken its new all-time high. And in case you're wondering, Sui now has $45 billion in total DEX volume, so it's hitting massive numbers. And you can see here, actually, Sui is now number 13 in the top 100 cryptocurrencies at just above $5.18. And Sui's TVL is broken above $2 billion. So Sui is really taking off. We think Sui is probably going to do a similar run up as Solana did in 2021, where Solana did a 200x, which was insane. I think Sui is going to do similar numbers this cycle because a lot of people are starting to build on Sui. And Sui also shared this saying, look at all those Solana builders who rank Sui as the preferred alt layer 1 of choice. So Jack Kubinek shared this. I anonymously polled 42 Solana founders to get their unfiltered opinions on other chains, VCs, startups, the Cabal, and more. And their responses were spicy. So the first one, though, is Base and Sui are in competition. So he said, if you had to build on a blockchain besides Solana, which one would you choose? So Solana devs are saying we would be building on Sui if we had to choose something other than Solana. And then also, Sui is up 850% since the bottom 5 months ago and did a new all-time high today. Sui hit $2 billion TVL today. It's now the second largest non-EVM chain. Also, it just surpassed Avalanche and Hyperliquid in terms of TVL, plus passed Ton and Link. Is now the 12th biggest coin based on market cap. It's the fastest chain out there with transactions taking less than half a second, the Solana of this cycle. Crazy. Sui looking really good on the charts as well. So I could see us consolidating for the next day or so, maybe around this level, before another leg higher and then consolidation again. So I could see us going towards $6, maybe $6.50 in the near future, but probably $7 and $8, towards the end of January as well, if we have a really good inauguration with Trump and Bitcoin goes a lot higher. But Sui looks very, very good as long as it holds above this level where it broke out. Anything above here is very good. If we can hold above this level, we're looking great. So Sui looking very good. By now, you've seen that big post-election pump into Bitcoin, taking it past $90,000. But did you notice that Sui is pumping massively as well? It's quickly become one of the leading alts in the market. Sui is killing it in all the big sectors it supports, such as DeFi, where Sui recently crossed $1.5 billion in TVL in record time. Sui's liquidity aggregator DeepBook also launched its Deep token in October. Sui's naming service is launching its NS token in November, with one of the biggest airdrops in the ecosystem so far, as well as gaming, where the new Sui Play OX1 will be the first handheld Web3 gaming device with pre-orders through the roof. And increased access globally with native USDC and Coinbase deposits and withdrawals means getting Sui and USDC no matter where you are is easier than ever. Sui even has a small but growing meme coin market for meme coin lovers. So if you haven't used Sui lately, go give it a try and follow Sui's X account for all the latest updates with a link down below. Then we have the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, saying 2025 is here and the Trump bull market is real. For Ripple, this is even more personal after Gensler's SEC effectively froze our business opportunities here at home for years. The optimism is obvious and very deserved. Today, 75% of Ripple's open roles are now US-based. Over the last 4 years, the vast majority of hires were outside the US. We signed more US deals in the last 6 weeks of 2024 since the election than the previous 6 months. Team Trump is already jumpstarting innovation and job growth in the United States with Scott Bassett, David Sachs, Paul Atkins, and others at the helm, and they aren't even in office yet. Say what you want, but the Trump effect is already making crypto great again through his campaign and in the administration day one priorities. And then also we have the Ripple stablecoin RLUSD has just crossed $600 million to become the 4th largest stablecoin in terms of 24-hour volume. And also Ripple's USD stablecoin has flipped both PayPal and the Euro stablecoin in 24-hour volume only 2 weeks after its launch. So Ripple's RLUSD is now doing big numbers and probably going to become one of the bigger stablecoins along with USDC and USDT. And at the same time, there's a 70% chance, according to Polymarket, that Ripple's XRP will get an ETF approved this year. I think it probably will. Along with Solana, I think we're going to get more ETFs being put out there. And then also, I think we're going to get a lot more approved in this new administration. So we'll have probably an XRP ETF and we'll have a Solana ETF because those are very highly traded and big volume altcoins that institutions are also interested in. So XRP and Solana probably getting an ETF very soon. Then we also have breaking. Rumors are swirling about a possible Pudgy Penguins x Pokemon collaboration. If true, Pengu is heading straight to the moon. So we have rumors about this. Who knows if it's actually true? But on the news of this, Pengu shot up like crazy. So a new Solana meme coin, Pengu, flips Tia in market cap because of this news. At the same time, Broski wrote, a whale just purchased 7.3 million Pengu worth $300,000 and is continuing to accumulate with smaller buys. It feels like he knows something about Pengu that we don't. You can see the Pengu price here is up 12% today. It just shot up. So Pengu doing big numbers because of this Pokemon collaboration rumor. So who knows if it's actually true, but it does look very good on the 4-hour chart. I could see us consolidating somewhere around here, around this level, but this probably continues to go higher towards 5 cents in the near future. We're at 4.5 cents. Pudgy Penguins is a very valuable NFT collection. It has a lot of real world actual, utility of collectibles and all that stuff. So I can see Pudgy Penguins going up a lot higher. And then we have Ran Yee's 5 DeFi predictions of 2025, the rise of AI, omnichain, and Bitcoin derivatives. So the first prediction for 2025 is that omnichain DeFi becomes the norm. Omnichain DeFi, in which liquidity is sourced from multiple chains, as well as from centralized sources, will see significant adoption in 2025. Its ability to deliver better pricing and deeper liquidity solves one of the greatest challenges networks currently face, liquidity fragmentation. And then institution adoption of DeFi accelerates. We've already seen the first institutions begin trading and participating in DeFi activities this year, but so far it's been trickle rather than a flood, and for the most part, their crypto exposure remains limited to ETFs. But that's going to change next year, and we know that because the infra to support a surge of adoption has been getting rolled out all throughout 2024. Then we also have the rise of DeFi derivatives, including Bitcoin Layer 2s. DeFi derivatives have been trickling over nicely this year, with the likes of Hyperliquid, Jupiter, and GMX dominating. Next year, we'll see the DeFi sector evolve, moving to new blockchain ecosystems and incorporating support for a much broader range of assets, including things like leverage prediction markets. Then we also have increased focus on user experience and accessibility. It's no secret that the DeFi industry has been doubling down on UI and UX in recent years, with VCs flinging money at projects intent on solving the challenges associated with user onboarding and retention. And lastly, we have AI-powered DeFi solutions. Expect a surge in AI-powered DeFi tools, particularly in terms of automated trading bots, risk assessment tools, and predictive analytics. AI agents in particular, autonomous bots that can execute trades and trigger smart contracts based on predefined conditions being met, are going to see explosive growth. We've already seen that so far in the past couple of weeks. So that is the predictions for DeFi in 2025, and Bitcoin holding up even better right now. We're going just under $100,000, around 99,500. We are at a bit of a resistance here at just about 100,000. So you don't want to open any positions just yet. You want to wait for us to break through this resistance and then hold above, and then maybe take a long, because we could just reject here at New York Open on Monday morning, which is a very real possibility that we break down and head maybe down to $95,000 this week. So you want to watch out. But I do think we are going to have a very bullish second part of January going into Trump's inauguration. So we have that to look forward to. But that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys tomorrow.